Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video, we're going to talk about something a little different, something that still involves audio, but it's not headphones. In fact, this is completely different. Alright, so when the company Davoom contacted me and said that they had a new product, it was a new Bluetooth speaker, which I get emails about Bluetooth speakers all the time. So it has to be something kind of different for me to want to actually review it. I definitely thought it was going to be different, but I also thought it was going to be bigger. So when the box showed up for the Davoom Taivu, which is, the naming's weird, okay? We're going to call it the TV speaker, the Davoom TV speaker from here on out. This was the small box that it came in. You know, when I was looking at the images, I honestly thought because it was going to be designed to look like a TV that maybe it would be slightly bigger, and it also retails for $100. So I definitely thought that it was going to be a little larger than it was. Now, getting it out of the box, it's even smaller. Like, everything about this just keeps getting tinier and tinier. And for it to retail for $100, this thing definitely needs to do a lot to be able to hold its value. Alright, so design-wise, obviously it looks like a little TV. It has 4 little legs, has a volume knob, and a channel knob. Now the channel knob changes between a lot of the different functions that are on the screen itself. Now it actually has things that are just stationary images or ones that actually move, and some even move to the music. So that's pretty cool. Also, this thing will let you know when you have notifications. It'll notify you like with Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, so you can get notifications, just an image letting you know that you have a message from this thing as well. It also lets you know the weather, it's the time, it's an alarm clock. So as you can tell, it starts to build some of its value by a lot of the ththings that it can do. You can even create your own images by downloading the app and, you know, filling in the pixels by that. Now the app is where, you know, all of the controls basically come from. You can switch between a few of them with the knob, like I said, but to be able to pick specific ones that you want, a lot of ones that users have uploaded themselves, it's all done within the app. Now, build quality again, this thing's actually pretty sturdy. Battery life on this, you get about 6 hours. So I would say that's decent for something that's this size. Now, where would you put this thing? I honestly have had it on my desk, and I think it fits perfectly on a desk because the speakers itself are actually on top. You have the woofer port in the back so that it's pushing air and giving you a little more presence as far as bass goes, but your speaker part, the sound comes out of the top. So you don't want it to actually sit above you because the sound is then going to be channeled above you. So on a desk where it's, you know, almost level with you, maybe even a little below you where it's putting sound out, is the perfect balance. Is this thing worth $100 based off of sound? Now, Bose, they have a very tiny speaker about the size of this that they also charge $100 for. So maybe $100 is not completely out of the realm as far as the asking price goes. Turning this thing on, you can see comes on, the screen starts to come on, it automatically connected with my Bluetooth, lets me know the time, and again, like I told you guys, you can change the things just from the volume knob and pressing it. The thing is, you can sit here and just mess with this thing for a while. So how does this thing sound? Honestly, it sounds really good. I didn't expect that at all, honestly. I mean, the speaker's this small little woofer port. I was actually nice to see that it was on the back. Also on the back, I do want to point out that's where your power button is located. But when you pull this down, you see your power button, your auxiliary input. If you want to just plug something straight into it instead of using it through Bluetooth, you can. The micro USB port, because that is what's used for charging. Now, an auxiliary cable and a micro USB cable is included in the box. And then you have a micro SD card slot so that if you want to just put music on a micro SD card, put it on here and not have to rely on being connected to anything to be able to listen to music. So back to the sound. The sound of these, if I'm going to even compare them to Bose's $100 speaker, I honestly think this sounded slightly better. But with giving the functions that this thing has and given the sound that this thing has, this to me has better value at $100. Sound wise, I was impressed. I thought that the highs were really clear. Mids are a little veiled. It's, you know, vocals are not prominent like they are in other speakers, but again, for a small speaker, if you want to compare it to other small speakers, vocals actually are really good. The strong point of this, honestly, is it's actually pretty punchy as far as bass goes. Again, the treble is more up front than the bass, because that's easier to do on a speaker this size, but I was surprised at the bass that this thing put out. So Divoom, whatever your name is, company-wise, you actually have a really good product here. I don't know who this is for. Obviously, this would be an amazing alarm clock at the side of your bed. For me, it's found a perfect place on my desk, which actually next to the Amazon Echo Spot, it's very, very similar in size. So as far as the product go, yeah, it's a niche product. It's something that is a little different and it's definitely not going to be for everybody. And in most cases, I think it's for a younger demographic. But I really enjoyed the sound. I like the functionality, playing with the different settings, and then being able to get notifications from that thing. It actually holds up value-wise. So I think for $100, it's a really good buy. But again, it just kind of depends on who it's for. So anyway, guys, that is my quick review of the Divoom Taivu TV speaker. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.